Yeah, so Throwback King stirred the pot again yesterday on his group on Facebook, and Mitch Mitchell and Ness tweeted out a picture of Carmelo. To me, it looked like a Carmelo Anthony jersey. I would hope it would, because I know they have Iverson's rights, and I would hope that they would make a few other Iverson jerseys, particularly some of the All Star ones from his Sixer days before putting out a Nuggets one. But it is what it is, and it looks like it's. You can tell it's a Nuggets jersey. I mean, it's a little like sneak peek at it. That's what they do anymore. They take like a portion of the jersey, and it's like a guessing game sometimes. Sometimes you know exactly who it is, but then sometimes like, okay, well, there was a couple players who played on that team. And it's the Nuggets. I mean, you see it from like the armhole kind of down a bit, maybe a little. You see the blue and you see the, the white in there and the little bit of yellow. So we're all taking guesses as they don't know who it is. We're kind of guessing it's like a rookie year Carmelo Anthony, but you just never know. And just like it was with the LeBron rookie when they put that out, there was a lot of debate on it. I personally think it's really good debate. I see it from both sides, and so I guess I'm Switzerland in this case, because I see it from where people would hate on it, and I also see where it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing for Mitchell and Ness to do it. And obviously you totally understand. You will say, well, you can just get the authentic Reeboks, still on eBay for much cheaper than Mitchell and Ness's asking price, and that's true. But a lot of people who get these jerseys, they're not looking at it with collector eyes like us. They just aren't. I mean, they see a jersey in the store. Ooh, this is nice. They don't know. They don't know you can go on eBay and you can find them cheaper. They don't even think of eBay. It is what it is, but and I see it in the store's point of view as to they got to start putting out these other players' jerseys, because that's the next wave of people. My generation, and up. Now it's the millennials coming in, right? Well, obviously, their Michael Jordan is LeBron James. And I still have this swingman. I love this jersey. This is. Just a real comfortable, nice jersey, and this is basically the Cavs jersey that Mitchell and Ness made for LeBron. It's a rookie away. And I can totally understand why they did that jersey, because now I was questioning at the time, like, well, they could have done one of the alternates or something that's harder to get, whatnot. And I did. I thought it was too new, for LeBron, but at the same time, the more I thought about it, and the more... like I said, the more I gave it thought, I realized, yeah, well, I'm a Michael Jordan fan. Michael Jordan's my all-time favorite athlete. To me, no one's ever going to duplicate what he did in the NBA. But to the millennials, LeBron's their Jordan. So for Mitchell and Ness to get on the LeBron train, yeah, it makes sense. And they've been pumping out Kobe jerseys for years, Iverson jerseys for years. More so his rookie jerseys back in the day, but now, they got more into some others. And I can understand it. These are the players that, I did grow up, in some aspects with Iverson. Iverson was my first favorite Philadelphia athlete. But I can understand why, they're pumping out these players' jerseys, because this is what the next generation's going to buy. And if they're still going to sell their jerseys at their price tag, well, they got to sell stuff that's going to move. And as much as we would love to sit here and say, oh, they need to make these other jerseys that are harder to get. You can't find them on eBay, and this and that. Yeah, and I do think they still do make some of those. It might not be as many as before. But at the same time, I do kind of understand why they would go in that direction. It's all about the Benjamins. It's all about the Benjamins, and they're going to do whatever they can to keep selling the jerseys at their price. And again, not everyone thinks of eBay. You see it, you're like, okay, I want to get this, this LeBron jersey, this Carmelo Anthony rookie jersey, whatever. A lot of people's, thought process doesn't go directly to eBay. Ours do. Although I will say this, there's so many damn fakes on there. I don't know because I'm not I'm not really an expert on those authentics, the Reeboks and whatever. So I just don't know. I have to ask, Eddie Rivera and some of these other guys out there. What does this look like to you? I mean, the Throwback King, I'm sure knows too. It's like, I don't know. So in some ways with Mitchell and Ness, I know at least it's a legit Mitchell and Ness jersey I'm picking up. It might not be the Reebok authentic from back in the day, but it's still a quality jersey. And it's still something that I like. I'm gonna buy for me. Yes, it is selfish in saying that, but we all have to be selfish as collectors. We buy for us. So, but I totally understand the other side of it, but I do understand their thought process, and also, yeah, I mean, they gotta look out for the millennials because they're the next in line. They're the ones that are really outnumbering us in some ways at the store. Or maybe even online for buying. They're the ones, they're the next wave of people that are going to buy their product. So it does make sense that they would do that. Yeah, but they did actually make a I saw that, and today they put out something on Twitter. It's like it looked, I can tell what it is because it's a jersey. You can kind of see a little more of it than the Nuggets jersey, but it's the alternate Toronto Raptors jersey from when Vince, just before he got traded to the Nets. They were wearing this alternate. They wore the purple. I believe at the time they were still wearing the purple on the road and the white at home, and then they had this alternate jersey that they wore, which was like oh God, what was the color? Almost like a lavender kind of color, maybe a little dark, like a red, like a pomegranate, almost red Raptors jersey, and it had that Toronto on the front of it, and so Vince wore that just before he got, they were wearing that as an alternate around the time he got traded. They have his rights, and I don't think there would be any other Raptors that they would make from that time period. So I'm pretty sure that's a Vince that they're putting out, and I definitely want to get that, because to find the authentic or even a swingman in that one is very difficult. So, and sometimes when you see it, it's more than what they want retail. So I think that's one that's going to be coming my way during one of their future sales for sure. Yeah, Mitchell and Ness gets into swingmans. You know what? I heard about that in one of the groups. There was like a big thread going on. It's like I said before. I made that first video maybe a couple nights ago. I still haven't really gotten around to editing everything and throwing it up in the video. But one of the things that seems to be a big topic of discussion when they start to put out some of the stuff they want to make is Mitchell and Ness. And everyone has their opinions, and it's really it's great to kind of come together as a group and talk about this stuff because it's fun and everyone has their own opinion on it. Everyone's entitled to it. I gave my opinions on it, my 2 cents on it. It's like I said before. I mean, Mitchell and Ness is only making what they think is going to sell, and I know people. We're complaining with the Curry. They're like, well, why don't they make a Monte Ellis or a Baron Davis or a Jay Rich or something like that? And as much as I would love to see them do it, I mean, the one, if I had to say, if I had to pick one of the others that wasn't Steph Curry, the one I would love to see them do is and the thing is, he won the dunk contest here in Philly wearing that jersey. Jason Richardson with the 9/11 memorial ribbon from 2001. I mean, I'd love to see them do that jersey. For one thing, he won that dunk contest here. And the other thing is just that added bonus with the ribbon. I mean, that's definitely one. And I do believe that jersey would sell if they did it. But you know what? They're testing the waters. It could just be that they're putting out Steph because he's the known right now, make his rookie jerseys. And then maybe, they have the mock-up for the jersey. I'm sure they can put out a Jason Richardson or a Baron Davis or maybe even a Monte Ellis. You just never know. But right now, it's what they think is going to move, and that's what they're doing. And today, like I said before, they were making they gave us the little sneak peek at the Nuggets and at the Raptors. I believe it would be a Vince Carter. Although I heard now they at some point they're going to make a Chris Bosh. So, but I'm guessing that's going to be Vince. But we'll see. We'll see when it comes out. But the it came out. They did a couple more sneak peeks, and these were a little more that you knew exactly who the player was, because the one was the home LeBron James, which is going to be like the rookie home jersey, I guess the rookie style, that style they wore. And they also made like the rookie home Steph Curry Warriors. And one of the members in the groups posted something about the fall lineup, like the little early sneak peek at some of the stuff they have in the works, and they're making a rookie Chris Webber Golden State Warriors jersey, the road blue, the Run TMC years or days style, that Warriors jersey that C Webb wore in his rookie year. And that's really cool. I mean, that's certainly, something that would be, a big mover, I'm sure, for them. And they're also making that alternate Steph Curry rookie, and that's that orange Warriors jersey, which I was kind of hoping that they would make that one. First, when I heard they had his rights and they were going to do his rookie jersey, I'm like, ooh, man, I hope they do that alternate one. They didn't. They did the navy blue away, which I have, but I always kind of wish, because that one, if there was one that's hardest to get than anything else, it's that one. I mean, yes, if you see an authentic Steph Curry Warriors jersey hit eBay, it's going to be way more than I can afford. So, so Mitchell & Ness is making them. Thank you, because I've wanted those. I felt bad I didn't get them back in the day, like Mac Wilson knew to do. I didn't get them. Of course, I really wasn't collecting authentics back then, but I never got any of his jerseys his rookie year, replica or authentic or anything. So this gives me a shot at them, and that makes me happy. So like I said, I was happy to get the navy blue. I think they did a really good job on it. I'll probably pick up that home white at some point, and then the alternate, during the coming sales, throughout the year or whatever, depending on when they put them out. I mean, like I said, some of these jerseys are like their fall lineup, so they probably will be out, I'm guessing, like late August or September or something like that. I'm just guessing. I don't know. I don't work for them. But it was also mentioned in this thread they're going to be making these Swingman NBA jerseys, and as we know, over the last how many years, they've done like a cheaper replica alternative for their NFL line, and they've also been putting out the batting practice jerseys for baseball. Basically, these jerseys are cheaper than the authentics that they put out, and a little more affordable, for people at retail price. Obviously, I go for the sales. I wait for the sales to get the ones I want to get, the authentics that they do. But I've seen a lot of these replica NFL jerseys. I have a decent amount of the batting practice jerseys. I have a couple of the NFL ones too. I don't really go for those as much, only because if I want to choose between the replica of it and the authentic, normally I'm going to go with the authentic because the numbers are going to be heat pressed on there, with the old NFL jerseys, and that's just what I go for. It's not saying that those replica jerseys are bad. It's just saying that's what I really look for more. Now, if the player, I have a Cortez Kennedy, and the Seahawks in that era wore stitched jerseys, so it really doesn't matter. Plus, they never made an authentic of that one, so I got that one, and I have a Dwight Clark that I got on eBay, and those two are their kind of replica line. That's not the authentics. But I think they're solid jerseys. I mean, they serve the purpose, right? It's a jersey. You don't have to worry so much. Not that I get my jerseys dirty. Believe me, I'm just such a stickler to keep them clean. But you wear an authentic, you're a little more careful, I should say, particularly when you're eating. And then the replica, it's like okay, and of course Swingman jerseys. Now, I mean, I have a lot of different variety of different brands and stuff in the collection. Obviously, Mitchell & Ness dominates it, but I have the old Swingmans from back in the day because that's what I used to get. They were the step up from the replica. You would get that. They would have that generic stitching, but they would be stitched. They'd be a little heavier. Kind of have a more authentic feel to them. And so I used to get them when I could. And now that Mitchell & Ness is doing their line of them, it kind of brings back those memories. Nostalgia. goes back to it. So I think it's pretty cool. I think it's good of them to do that. I mean, it's a cheaper alternative. I don't know how much they're going to be, but I would imagine they would be about maybe the same price of those football ones they do. Not bad at all. It definitely, I mean, they had a picture of like a Pippin or something like that, one of them, and I mean, it looks nice. It's a typical swingman look, but I'll take it. Obviously it's a cheaper alternative. Okay. Most of them though, I'll probably still get the Authentics only because a little more detail in some of them might be the stitching, the old dazzle twill or whatever for some of those jerseys or whatnot. So I still probably will go with the Authentics. Certainly for Steph Curry and some of those other jerseys I want to get, the C Webb rookie, the whatever. I'll probably still just get the Authentics even if they make replicas. But again, it's an alternative. It's a cheaper alternative, and I think it's good of them to do that. I mean, maybe it's a few years overdue. Maybe they could have started doing it when they did the football, but maybe they wanted to use the football as like the launching pad and see how it worked. And it obviously did good for them, so they're doing NBA next, and probably in the fall or something like that. I think that was part of their fall lineup or something like that. So, we'll see. But I'll have some pictures here too of some of the jerseys that I believe are in the works for them. And yeah, so you be the judge whether you're interested or not. Yeah, I'm definitely excited about that. I wanted to film a little something that night, but you know, um, this cold or whatever. The worst part of it's over, but now it's just my being stuffed up. That's like the last thing to go always. So sorry for my voice, but it's the last bit of what I have, and Saturday night. Of course, most of you know this. Mitchell Ness tweeted on Twitter and posted on Instagram a little sneak peek at the '96 Jordan All Star jersey. They're reissuing it with the correct 2 on the back this time. Because the original run the original run for it was a limited run, and they also had that infamous upside down 2 on the back on the 23. But I always figured, with the fact that Jordan is one of their big sellers for jerseys anymore, and they've been popping them out like Tic Tacs, that eventually they're going to reissue that jersey because the original run was a limited run and they screwed up the 2. They got to make it again. It's a hot jersey. Everyone wants it. They got to make it again. And I was hoping, I didn't know when they would do it, but I did say in my resolution video for this year that's what I would hope to get. And obviously, so I'm excited about it. I'm happy for it. Have a second opportunity at it. Get the one with the right 2 on the back. That's even better. So yeah, I mean, they tweeted a picture of it, and it was like all the groups were on Facebook were going about it, and my phone was blowing up Saturday night. Oh look, they're doing it. They're doing the jersey one. So I wanted to film this that night. I just couldn't because it was tough enough for me to text back at people. I just I was just not feeling very good Saturday night. But I just hope the stuffiness goes away. It's always the last thing that goes away in a cold or a flu or whatever. But but I'm excited about that, as you guys know. I mean, I've been wanting that one for a while. The original run's next to impossible to have. Then you have people who have it that just want the moon for it every time they post it up there on eBay or whatever, or it goes for a lot. The bidding and everything. So it's just, I mean, I'm a Jordan fan, but at a certain price range. I can't go too crazy, on this stuff, but But I am happy for it. I'm excited. You know, I'm looking forward to getting my hands on one. And then I hear they're making the '93 All Star, which is one that we kind of knew about because they last year they put out a sneak peek at it, but they screwed. They if they would have put it out last year, it would have been screwed up because they got the 23 on the front wrong. It was basically they put the 23 that was on the front of the '91 home version of that jersey. And for those of you who don't know, the '93 is basically the road version of the '91 home All-Star jersey with the supplemented star and the All-Stars, that one that they made, I think last winter. And so this one is basically the road version. It's blue. It's got the supplemented star. If you're familiar with the Magic Johnson that they made some years ago, they made the blue one All-Star with that star, and then I think there's a red one too. But it's basically that jersey, only Jordan. And I'll have some pictures of him wearing these jerseys coming up after this clip. But so basically, they're going to be putting out these two jerseys. So they changed the front. They got the front numbers because they showed the front of the jersey again, and they got the 23 right. So I guess a lot of people complained, when they originally tweeted out what they were going to do. It's like, no. Because it's supposed to be double stitch. It's like white with the red trim around it. And it was just going to be a solid red 23 on the front. It's like, no, that's the front of the 91 home, not the 93 away. I know us Jersey heads are a little too crazy with this stuff, but it's true. I mean, you want to see it get done right. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping they get both. For sure I want to get that 96. It's just one that's been so elusive, so I definitely want to get it, and I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, I'm excited. I even had someone wrote and said, "Are you gonna post a video?" But then, yeah, just not that night. So it's a little better late than never, right? So yeah, I'm excited for it for sure.